So I am down to 0 Teslas at this point. We sold the Tesla Model 3 and the Tesla Model S's battery pack went out completely. So right now at this point, I have no vehicles and it's time to go ahead and get my new one. So let's head to another state and grab my very next vehicle. So here is my new Tesla. So I'm about to go to the Houston, Texas Supercharger. This Supercharger is actually on a rooftop. Stop number 1 in Houston, Texas at a rooftop charging station. The Supercharger location that I'm at here in Texas, it actually has 35 supercharging stalls. Like I said, this thing goes all the way around. So as you guys can see here, it goes all the way off to the side. So it's kind of like an L shape, kind of goes all the way here. And I'll show you a little bit. I got about another 5 or so minutes left on the charge, but that I need to do here. It's massive. This rooftop charging location is massive here. So I'll show you here in just a little bit when I take the plug out that this one actually stretches all the way across there. As you can kind of see here, it kind of stretches all the way across there. This is probably one of the biggest ones that I've seen here in Texas so far. But this is the first stop. On to the next stop to head back to Tennessee. So at the second stop, which is Nacogdoches, Texas, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right, but this one doesn't have as many stalls. There's actually only 8. Let's get the car charged up. Second stop of the trip, Nacogdoches, Texas. the 8 stations here. Like I said, a little smaller than normal. On to the 3rd charging stop. So I'm in a place called Tex Arcana, Texas. I've never heard of this supercharging location, never even heard of the city, as a matter of fact, but it's called Tex Arcana, Texas. And this one actually has 8 stalls. These are, so unlike most of the superchargers where you actually back in, these are actually where you pull in. As you can see there, you pull in forward and you charge your vehicle on the side there, which is kind of different. But you pull into the parking spots and you charge your vehicle, pull it in. So here are all of the chargers here. Like I said, they are a little bit different than what you would be used to. You pull into the spots like I did here, and you have a charger which is actually on the left hand side of your vehicle, which is normally kind of on the back of your vehicle that you would kind of pull in. So a little bit different. Definitely something that you don't see much. I've actually charged at a charger similar to this before, where you pulled in, and it's kind of different. The one I charged at, well, I've charged at a couple of them, but the one I charged at was kind of slanted, so it made it a little difficult to get in and out by pulling in. And then this one's not too bad. I parked on the furthest side so that I can get the most charge that I could. But yeah, Tex Arcana, Texas, we're here charging. So this is stop number 3 before hitting the final stop for the day, which is in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's time to move on to the last stop at Little Rock, Arkansas. So let's get the car unplugged and get on the road. Like I said, those are the chargers that are slanted. Let's head to Little Rock, Arkansas. So at the Marriott property today, getting ready to start day 2 of the drive back to Tennessee. Anytime that you can get a hotel that has a Tesla charger in it, you definitely want to book a hotel that has one of those, because it'll allow you to charge while you sleep. I'll show you the destination charger and show you how it's beneficial, because anytime that you use it, you're going to have a good full charge on your vehicle prior to going to your next destination. So let me show you the destination charger. So here is the destination charger. They actually have 2 of them. You see there's one over here, and then you've got one here on this side, which is charging my vehicle. And like I said, it charges about 35 to 40 miles an hour. So in about 4 or 5 hours, the vehicle will be completely charged, which I charged it overnight, so it's fully charged. But I'll go ahead and take it off and get started on the road. Anytime that you have a way to charge your vehicle overnight, definitely recommend it. Let's get it unplugged. So back here in the car, got everything packed up, going to hit the road and head to our first supercharging location on day 2 of the drive back to Tennessee. So let's hit the road. So here in Brinkley, Arkansas, I'm at the supercharging location, the first one for day 2 of traveling back to Tennessee, the 4th one overall that I visited in this whole trip. So this is the first one on day 2, the 4th one overall, and there's 8 stalls here. This is a 250 kilowatt supercharging location, so it's going to charge the vehicle a lot faster than some of the other ones that I went to on this trip. There's 8 stalls, just normal stalls, as you can see here. There's 2 other vehicles that are here charging with me currently. Let's get the car charged and then I'll be able to hit the road here in a little bit. Charging here at Brinkley, Arkansas, and we're gonna sit here and charge for a little bit and relax and then hit the road to the next stop. Let's get this car unplugged here and show you around and then get back on the road. So you see you got two other chargers here on this side. All right, let's hit the road. So here in Memphis, Tennessee, it actually stopped me at North Germantown Parkway. So it's got a lot of shops in this area. I thought it was going to stop me in Jackson, Tennessee, but it looks like it recalculated to bring me here. I still might stop at Jackson if I have a little bit of time, because that location actually has some pretty cool stuff at it, but for the most part, I'm probably gonna charge up here. This one actually is a 250 kilowatt supercharger, so I'm definitely gonna be charged up pretty quickly over here at this location. There's 11 stalls here. The traditional stalls, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the traditional stalls just backed into these. So let's get charged up. So here's a look at some of the chargers here. There's, like I said, 11 here, and they're parked normal for the most part. Let's get on the road after we unplug the vehicle. The Jackson, Tennessee supercharging location, and this location is actually pretty cool. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but I'll get the car charged up. It's actually a busy supercharger, so we'll go ahead and get it charged up because I'm only supposed to be here for like 10 or 15 minutes, and there's 8 stalls and it's 150 kilowatt supercharger. But I'll show you kind of what this supercharging location has to offer here in just a little bit. So let's get charged up real quick. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it is a train that you can actually get on. So if you have kids or something like that, you can actually take a look at it. So I'm gonna head out and see what it actually has to offer, explore around here. This is called the Casey Jones home, and it has like an old country store off to the side here, and then a old train in the middle of the parking lot. So I'm gonna get out and explore the train and see what it has to offer. So I'm actually done charging here in Jackson, Tennessee. Let's get unplugged and get back on the road. Alright, so let's hit the road to Dixon, Tennessee. So I made it to my last supercharging location, which is in Dixon, Tennessee. This one is 150 kilowatt speed, and it has 8 stalls. But this is my last stop on my trip back to Tennessee from Texas. Let's get the vehicle charged up. the advantage of having free supercharging. You can go anywhere in the United States and even overseas if you needed to and not pay anything. Definitely a good advantage if you are looking for a Tesla. Try to find one with free supercharging if you can. All right, on the final stop to the house. So about to unplug the car and head out. So finally made it back to Tennessee, to my house, and it was a long trip from Texas, but I didn't pay 1 single cent with this vehicle because it had free supercharging. I definitely recommend anytime that you can get a vehicle with free supercharging, like I mentioned, try to get it because it will save you quite a bit of money in the long run, because you don't know if there's ever going to be a time that they are going to increase supercharging. Right now it's fairly cheap, but you know, in the future it might cost a little bit more. And with a vehicle like this, you won't have to pay anything. But overall, made 9 stops and had a great time with this new vehicle, the Model X, and we'll hopefully do something like that again. Make sure to comment below and tell me what you think of this whole trip. If you want me to ever document some road trips and some supercharging locations when I take a long road trip like that again. But drove this car all the way back from Texas while picking it up because that's where I bought it. Definitely a great drive. Autopilot helped, and free supercharging was great, not having to pay anything. Also, make sure to check out my other videos on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.